Okay. Shout out to the dragon on the screen. Other half, thank you. All right. Let's get into it. Ooh, what are we doing? What are we doing? Oh my gosh. Who's in the dragon? Number one. Thank you, number one. Okay, y'all, stop. Because, we can get into the dragons, y'all. Okay, let me get into this show because y'all know the dragons, they start flying. I get excited. There's a lot happening. We got a show to go. Okay, so let me get into tonight's topic. All right. So, you guys, tonight, we are talking about something very interesting tonight. This is actually, y'all know, we do the intake form, and each and every intake form we ask the guests what they would like to talk about. This is such a good topic, and I'm very excited to talk about it with you guys, and with the panelists and with the guest co-host. So buckle in, okay? Buckle in, buckle up. It's going to be lit. All right. So tonight on Modern Day Bay, we're talking about something that a lot of us feel but rarely name out loud, right? The idea that the world is wide open, that love is everywhere, that the next big thing is always just one swipe, just one scroll, or one DM away. Social media and dating apps have blurred the borders. They've made it feel like anybody, anywhere is an option. But here's the truth. Here's the truth we've been dancing around. Access is not availability. Okay? A man liking your story doesn't mean he can show up, just like a woman reposting a quote doesn't mean she's emotionally free, right? And a profile full of curated charm doesn't make somebody compatible, right? We are living in a culture where it's easier than ever to create a fantasy and harder than ever to form a reality. So tonight, we're asking the hard questions. Are we falling for real people or for the digital possibilities we piece together? Has the illusion of endless choice made us less patient, less flexible, and less able to build something grounded and true? And most importantly, are our expectations rooted in what's real or rooted in what's clickbait? We're going to get into it tonight. And you guys already know it is time for my guest co host. I'm very excited about this one. Okay. Okay. So let me go on ahead and get his intro music together. Yeah, very much. All right, y'all. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Y'all know who I'm bringing up today? I'm so excited, y'all. Okay, joining us for tonight's conversation is someone who's no stranger to danger. And just like me, the more you're around, the more you understand the name. This guest is also no stranger to content creation and streamer life, as he is the host of two shows on the Tagged app, including Cruise Control, which airs every Tuesday at 6 p.m., and one of my personal favorite new shows, A Gangster and a Gentleman, which airs Thursdays at 7 p.m. All right? He may seem harmless, but this self described father, son, brother, cousin, friend, spinner of records, and your favorite streamer's favorite supporter is not to be played with. So, chat, I need y'all to spam those danger sign emojis in the comments. I need you to spam them. I need y'all to go crazy in the comments. I want to see a whole bunch of yellow. I want to see it go. I want to see it go, 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 go. I know y'all got more energy than that. Come on. Come on. Come on. We about to welcome in the new dangerous. Yeah.
Wrestler's intro. I feel like I'm about
Hi,
to go to the
dangerous.
Royal
How are
Rumble.
you?
I'm tremendous, Mama. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm
Good,
so
good, good.
excited to have you and to be here.
You
And
are
oh,
not
I'm just
more
excited. I'm really
excited.
looking forward to the conversation. So, we did the intro, but I do want you to go ahead and, let the people know who you are. If you have anything you want to
Yeah,
share with the modern day Bay community, go on ahead and warm
yeah.
them up.
I mean, here's the headline. I'm the new dangerous. I am a streamer, sorta. And I appreciate being here. Like, I don't even want to talk about me. I just want to get into this. Like, I'm so excited about the conversation. This is honestly one of my favorite times of the week. Just being in the crowd is like one of the favorite times. So being here is like this feels like a moment for me. So I'm like
Well,
trying to
I
get
am honored to be a part of that. I
yeah.
hope that we live up to the expectations, okay? But I am super excited to have you here and to just have a thorough
Yeah.
and rich conversation. Um, Before we get into that, though, I know you have a lot of things that you're working on, a lot of things that you're rolling out. What can people expect to see
Mhm.
from you in the next few months as you continue to stream and grow?
Yeah, yeah. I think cruise control is going to be a constant, right? That is my a mixture on Tuesdays. Didn't do it today because had a long week last week and I needed some time off.
I know that's right.
But we will be back in effect next week, Tuesday, 6 p.m. So make sure y'all pull up, man. And every Thursday, I've got Gangster and Gentleman with my nephew, Info W Toxic. On Sundays, we doing Keeping It Peace season 2. King Michi, I see you in there. One of the co-hosts, along with Info W Toxic, and there's something special I'm working on with somebody, but we got to have a conversation about it first. So I don't want to say too much, but it's really exciting. It's going to be very different and important content I think an app like this deserves. So looking forward to it. I see y'all. Appreciate y'all.
I am so excited. We love new content. We are
Yeah,
looking
yeah,
forward to it. All right,
indeed.
Dangerous. So each and every episode, I ask our guest co host one signature question. And that question is, in one word, what characteristic
Mm.
do you absolutely need in your modern day bae?
Alignment. That is the only thing that matters to me at this particular stage of my own journey is making sure that whoever I choose next, whoever chooses me next, that our lives make sense. Right.
Mm,
I am big grown, and so there are certain things about my life that can change, certain things about it that cannot. And I anticipate that the next partner would have some same truths, right? Like there'll be parts about their lives that can change, parts of their lives that won't. And so making sure that we are operating in alignment in all of the ways, I think, is what's more important to me than anything. Uh,
period. I love it. So basically, alignment is what keeps the situation sustainable.
yes, yes, yes. And, as a woman who looks like she's never been satisfied, I know that you.
Oh my God. You guys have to watch Hamilton to understand, okay? Not too much. I love it. I love it. All right, so let's jump into this.
I see y'all, Mr. K. I see y'all. Nikki, I see you. What's happening?
Yeah, shout out to the Dragons. I see y'all. Thank you so much. This is lit,
It's going
y'all. We getting
crazy
into
right
the
now.
conversation. The new Dangerous in the building. Make sure you fave him. We're talking about some good stuff tonight. Um, so let's just jump right into it. Digital
Mhm,
illusions, right? False promises,
mhm,
fake pretenses, all of
mhm.
that. What are the biggest illusions the digital world has created about connection, community, or availability? And why do we fall for them?
Yeah, I mean, I think you alluded to it in your intro, right? I think that there's this illusion of infinite choice, right?
Mm,
Like that there are so many options out here for us romantically that we don't have to compromise, right? We don't have to communicate. We don't have to think critically, have the difficult conversations about what is happening in our romantic life.
hmm
And I think what it leads to is people seeing everything as temporary, right? Like everything is temporary. Like there is no sense of permanence because you can simply, click swipe a profile and now you got a new choice, right? And there's nothing, you're not building things authentically. It almost becomes like a race to the bottom. Like how do I get to like the Instagram relationship that I want as
mm
opposed to like the real life relationship that I could have,
mm.
right? And so we're chasing these reels, we're chasing the dude walking like the dude walking to the airplane with the Goyard bag. He's not your guy, right? Like that's not your guy, right? Like that's not the person that you have, right?
Yeah.
And so I think that what it just leads to us chasing our tails and leading to like infinite not being fulfilled, right? Like you're never happy with what you have because there's this illusion of something better always being out there, right?
Mm.
And sometimes what you got is what you got,
You
right? Like,
know?
and it's not suggesting that people should settle for less than what they believe they deserve, but there is a difference between having what is there and believing that everything is yours, right? Like
Mm.
believing that anybody can be had for you when
Yeah.
that's certainly it's just. I won't say it's not realistic. I think what it does is it puts in our minds this version of relationships that isn't actually sustainable, right? Like it's not sustainable.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, Beautifully worded. I definitely agree with that. And I think it's interesting because um, social media in this world of digitized everything makes everything so much more accessible. But just because we have access doesn't mean we have connection. And we'll get into that a little bit more, but you kind of illustrated that in your answer. And I really appreciate it. So let me
Yeah.
ask you this. Do you think that you had mentioned this in your answer,
Yeah.
but do you think that people are more afraid to commit, like to commit now due to there being so many like endless options or the illusion of choice, if you will? Um, or do you think that it's more so just is there like a fear of missing out, or is it just like selfishness? I guess they would kind of coexist, but
Yeah, I mean, I think multiple things can be true, right? I
mhm.
think that folks are very committed to the idea of commitment and not the practice of commitment, right?
Mm,
Like it's, there is a a mile wide difference between the notion of commitment, right? Saying I am committed to you and actually being committed to the work of the relationship,
yeah.
right? Like, I think that what it's often zero sum, right? Like it's very like reductive, right? Like folks are like, "Hey, look, oh, you did a thing that I don't like. I'm disregarding this entire relationship because what I can do is go to Instagram and reply to the dude that's in my DMs, or I can go to Tinder and swipe right and find a new person to take
Mm,
me to the dinner that I want to have or do the thing that I think that they want that I want to do, right? Or I'm going to post passive aggressive reels on or stories on Instagram
right.
because I'm mad and I'm not trying to actively communicate. I believe that I can communicate to you better through
Mm,
the story I know you're going to watch because we're doing weird things like watching each other's social media and just not talking. Right.
mm,
Like, so, I think that they are in love with the idea of being committed and much less interested in the work of an actual commitment. And I
right.
think that it leads to a series of temporary, passive sort of connections, and we conflate intensity with intimacy, right?
Mhm.
Whereas like this thing runs really hot and really hard and really deep. And we see that as us building an intimate relationship with a person when we haven't actually done the work
Yeah.
of building that intimate relationship, right?
Mhm.
And I think that's the part that can be so challenging now because it is sort of open space, right? There's this wide open space, and all around you you see potential people, and you walk right past or leave the thing that if you actually worked with could be really good for you.
Yeah, yeah, I love that. I saw a quote not too long ago that said something about mistaking chemistry for connection, which is similar to what you
Yeah,
just said. And I think that so many times
absolutely.
we have like, and because you can have chemistry about a lot of different things, right? Like you can have music or you can, whatever your hobbies, it doesn't,
Hmm.
and so just because you have chemistry with someone does not mean that you have that intimacy or that connection. And I think that's so real, so true.
Hmm.
All right, let's get into you guys. Welcome in. If you are just tuning in, welcome. This is Modern Day Bay. My name is Elle The Druggg. This is a live stream podcast we do each and every Tuesday, heavy on the Bay, at 11 p.m.
Hmm.
Eastern Standard Time. This week, we are here with the new Dangerous as my guest co host. And if you're here now, you are in at a great time because we are bringing up the Boss Bay panel and we are going to get into this conversation, which is going to be honestly the best part. So I see one of my Boss Bay panels in the building. You feel me? I need the other ones too. Where the other ones at? Where the other ones at? Okay, 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 okay. 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 Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm really excited to you guys. I selfishly wanted to have Bella and Dangerous on the same show for ratings. I'm really excited about it. I'm not gonna lie to y'all.
Oh, great.
Did we see Sassy in
I'm
here?
honored.
Sassy in here?
Uh,
No, yes, maybe. Maybe so. Sassy, if you're in the building, go ahead and box up. We're gonna move forward though. We're gonna move forward until she joins us. So joining us tonight on the Boss Bay panel, we have the one and only, the host and creator. No, hold on, I'm sorry. Mm-mm. The co-host of Tagged Feature Show 10 Flow, as well as the host and creator of Donna After Dark. Queen Belladonna is in the building, y'all. Make sure y'all fave her and give it up, all right? And then, of course, we have the host and creator of several shows, including the Tag Feature Show That Ain't Ya Homie. Tag top streamer Big Double is in the building, y'all. Make sure you fave him up,
What's
all
wrong?
right?
Hey.
Period. All right, y'all. So, y'all heard what we was talking about. Y'all heard what the topic was about. We just gonna get right into it. Do you believe the illusion of choice online has made modern daters less willing to compromise or work through challenges? And why or why not? Dangerous, you kind of got into this already. So if there's anything you want to add on as they speak, please feel free. Y'all know how we do free form, open conversation. Feel free to speak what's on your mind.
I absolutely think so. Not only that, but it gives an illusion of you don't have to do work on yourself and you don't have to do work in the relationship to maintain it. So, not just the illusion of choice,
Thank you for the wheel.
the illusion that you don't have to do anything to have this great relationship that people envy, the
Mm,
Instagram reels, the relationship goals, and all of that. It gives a way false illusion that you don't have to do anything to maintain something like that.
I love that. And that goes into what you were saying earlier, Dangerous, about being committed to the work. 'Cause when we say commitment, it's like, are you committed to me? Right? That's usually how the question is posed or how it's perceived. But like, nah, is you committed to the work that it's gonna take to deal with all of the things that we're gonna have to deal with? That's real. That's very real, very real. I appreciate that point a lot because that's real. Double, what you thinking? The illusion of choice.
Oh, I'm loving the word illusion, right? Because there's a sense of this false reality that gets created from the internet too, right? You can literally go on these websites and put body type, age, gender, right? You can put whatever you want, right? And literally like create a player for what you're looking for, right? If things go wrong, swipe left, swipe right, right? Like I've heard, right? Swipe left, swipe right. So you can go through all these things. You could switch it up. You can go to a whole different app, and
Yeah.
so there's a whole lot going on where it's like I'll start there. I'll start there.
Yeah. No, that's so true. Build a player.
Yeah.
Oh my
You know,
goodness. Not a
Yeah,
dating
if you want a
profile.
3 level score, all you
right?
gotta do is type stuff in.
Oh
There you
goodness.
go.
I never thought
We
of it
are
like that.
all avatars.
Absolutely.
Online, we are all avatars.
Sims in real life.
Sims in
Facts.
real
Sims,
life.
yes, Sims in real life. Listen, we are all
Happy
avatars
birthday,
because
Tata.
what you present online,
Happy birthday.
you've polished, right?
Yeah.
You don't put the, ugly poses,
No,
where it's not running out your nose
Yeah.
or, you're eating. You don't put that up online.
You're right.
no,
You don't
you,
put that on your profile.
no.
It's
You
We,
put
we
it.
polish to be on the profile.
You
It's
put up the
avatar,
AI. You put up the AI picture or the picture from the head up. You found what I'm saying? Like that's
right?
what you do for sure. Happy birthday, Tata.
the curated. Yeah, I was gonna pause the conversation, y'all. It is Tata's birthday in the comments. We see you, girl.
Hey,
Happy, happy, happy birthday to you and many,
happy
many more.
birthday.
Appreciate you being here tonight, girl. Y'all make sure y'all fave up Talia. Make sure y'all wish her a happy birthday. All right, period. Let us know when your birthday party is too, beautiful. Let us know in the comments. All right, y'all, let's get into this next question. Have you ever built a version of someone in your head based on their online presence only to be disappointed in real life? Have you
Ooh,
ever been catfish? Like, no, I'm just kidding. But kind of, right? Like, have you ever, like, because it is, to your point earlier, all of you, it's this curated personality. It's a personality through aesthetics and through branding. And I'm the first one. Y'all know somebody say something, oh, that's not on brand for me. I can't do that. I can't be involved. And like it's a joke, but like I fully mean it too. Like I'm not gonna do certain things because there are certain things that just I'm not going you just, you know? So it's it's interesting, but yeah, we fall into kind of building in that personality and protecting that personality and not sharing things that would kind of tarnish that personality, right? So,
Mhm.
have you guys ever been in a situation where you thought of someone a certain way or built up a person in a certain way, or maybe they've built you up, right? Maybe you've experienced someone doing that to you, and then whenever y'all meet in real life, they have unrealistic expectations, or you had unrealistic, or maybe you were disappointed by your expectations. What do you guys think?
Whew.
Well,
Go ahead, Double.
Tagged fish is what they say in the comments too.
yeah,
Great hashtag, tagged fish for sure.
yeah.
That's good.
Yes, there are 100% people on these apps, whether it be Instagram, Facebook tagged, whatever the case may be, that are not who they appear to be. They can
Mm,
either be falsely presenting their appearance, or they could be crazy, or they can be weird and just not a real person for sure. There's a lot of that going on. So there's a lot of weird stuff for sure. For sure.
Horror.
100%.
hey, please.
Yeah,
Or is
okay.
crazy. Okay. Yeah, that's so true. That's so true. What do you guys think? Hella dangerous.
Um, I mean, I think so. Two things, right? This is where I am blessed to have been raised to be skeptical of everything. So
Mm,
I don't believe none of y'all, right? Like that's what it like. Like, oh, that's cool. Like, yeah,
I'm
but I
good
know
with
you.
that.
Like, show me your raggedy, and then we can talk, right? Like,
Right, right.
I don't like your the curated version of you. I know is a lie,
Mm,
right? Like, or it's half the truth, right? Like, so I've never built up a version of somebody that I'm like, oh no, I found out that they don't have all the things they said they did. Like, there's been one instance where I allowed other people to believe somebody's lies about themselves, and that's my regret, right? It's like I allowed other people to believe what I knew was not true
right.
about a person, but I thought that we were all on the same page. Like, oh, we all know he lying, right? Like, we know this ain't the truth. Like, we know he lying. Like, this is so unfathomable. Like, we can't believe it. And but I don't hide the ball, right? Anybody that's had a conversation with me for an extended period, I lead with I am a deeply flawed person, right? Like, I don't
Mm,
pretend to be not flawed, right? And I will
Yeah.
never give the internet everything about me, because why, right? Like there's no, like there's very little personal benefit to showing up with all of my sides on the internet. But if you are lucky enough to get into my orbit and into my space, then I'm much more likely to be vulnerable in that way, because I think it can make sense in that instance. And also, like, not for nothing, the internet is a messy place,
Mm,
right? So like, you if you show the parts of you that are not as good as you would like people can weaponize that, and I think it makes folks reticent to share the whole story of themselves, because look what happens, right? You end up, if you're on tag, you end up on a tag T page, right? If you're on TikTok, you end up on literal TMZ, right?
mhm.
If you're on Tinder, like, people just won't engage with you if you show these things, right? And so there's cost to being authentic that most people are not willing to pay up front.
Yeah.
mm. I've not so much built up a persona, but I've seen someone that in real life did not appear to be what they were. I've had someone think of me in a way that I never presented to them, but that's just what they thought from online. And that ain't what I told you.
Mm,
That was never going to be the experience. And I've had someone use my picture to catfish somebody else. I've had all of it at this point.
yeah.
It's funny, it's not funny,
It's crazy.
but at the same time, like Dangerous said, you can't really believe everybody. I will definitely say that being on online dating sites, even streaming, has stretched my discernment
Hmm.
Mm,
in a way that I never thought it could be stretched. Because if you don't have discernment, this is not the realm for you.
Mm,
Because once you take this outside of this rectangle screen and start having conversations in DMs, you have to deal a different way.
yeah.
Absolutely.
And a lot of people don't do that. They still think that even on an IG call, you're still in the stream. You are not.
Mm, mm,
And if you don't employ your discernment in those instances, you're going to get catfished. You're going to end up in a position where someone has allowed you to believe or even flat out told you something that was flat out untrue. And you should have seen the red flag.
mm.
Absolutely. People be lying. People be lying.
100%.
People lie all the time.
100%.
And if they lie to you here, they're definitely going to lie to you in person.
Right.
Absolutely.
Mr.
I'll lie right now. Please comment. What? Cat. What? Wow. Yeah. Very W, have anything you want to add? Are you good?
Y'all spitting bars. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, they
Understand? Yeah, the real world, that world. People weird. Both ways. It's just weird both ways. That's all.
yeah, for sure. For sure. I will tell y'all, whenever not whenever I first started streaming, but as I was like getting more used to it, um, the I had an experience where one of my viewers um felt that they knew me really, really well based on my
Mm,
Mm.
streaming. And I made the mistake of entertaining that, right? And
thanks.
I realized quickly that they had fallen for my personality. And that is some and I feel like I needed to learn that. I'm one of those people that's like, everybody's so nice. Like I love Disney, right? So,
Lord.
like, I really try to believe the best, I be getting guys sometimes, but, shout out to that discernment word and practicing that and sitting in that and learning from those things, but, yeah, people will fall for, what the illusion that they create of you. It won't even be what you necessarily show. It'll be what they believe it to be, and
Absolutely.
Right.
then and will hold you to an imaginary perfect thing that is impossible to keep up with. So you do have to be very careful on both ends of it of falling into digging too deep into what someone is showing you and into making sure that there's that balance of transparency for sure. Y'all know I believe in transparency, but I do not believe in oversharing. So there's that balance there, right? And you got to make sure that you do
Mhm.
that as someone who broadcasts or you got to make sure that you have those boundaries up to make sure you don't overshare. Um, ooh, but y'all cooking tonight. Y'all cooking. Um, so since we're talking about discernment, let's get into and I will welcome you guys in. It's modern day Bay, dangerous Bella, double. We kind of low on time because they talking, so I'm trying to hurry up. Okay. But we're talking about discernment a little bit. How do we discern between someone being visible online and being truly available in real life? And can that skill be learned? Is that
Mm.
something that we can teach? What do you guys think?
If I could teach it, I definitely would be charging for it.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
Just
As you should.
Yeah. That's definitely something you would put on the teachable platform and charge people a nice fee for. I mean, I think it's hard because it is case. I don't want to say it's case. Yeah, it's case by case, right? I think you have to. There's a there is value in being able to sort of critically analyze what somebody is giving to you and what somebody is giving to the internet, right? And being able to say, oh, it's the same thing or there's some difference to it, right?
Right.
Like I
mm,
think that, there is um there's value in being able to assess the quality of the engagement you are getting from a person away from their digital persona, right? Like, and that is work. I think that sometimes, like to Elle's point, like people will fall in love with the character, right?
Mhm.
Like they'll fall in love with the character, and you almost feel committed to being the character as opposed to being your actual self. And some folks get so wrapped up in being the character that they never actually figure out how to be their real self with people who want that from them, right? And so that's like I think where the rub is, right? Is like how do you find the people who are able to turn the character off? I don't really care about being able to discern between the character and the real person. I'm more interested in finding a person who's able to turn the character off
Yeah.
and be their actual self, right? Because I don't care if the character is the character. You can sell that character, you can monetize that character, do what you want to do with it, but I'm not trying to monetize your real person. I'm trying to actually understand who you are as a person. And yeah.
Mm. Some people can't turn the character off because that's all that they have. Some people don't know how to be themselves, right?
Hmm.
So when it comes down to that, you have to be able to navigate between who has a personality, right? When you actually spend time in people's lives long enough, you'll see like one day they have a bad day. That's when the character will actually break, and that's when it's like, dang, like it might be too late to turn back because you might have caught a vibe, you might have spent too much money in there, you might have had too much fun in there, you know what I mean? Whatever the case may be. But other than that, it's like sometimes you have to just sit back and watch to figure it out for yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm hearing patience in that.
Mm,
That's something that goes against
yeah.
social media culture, patience, because everything is instant gratification. You have to.
Absolutely.
So hold on. We got discernment. We got patience. Y'all taking notes? I hope y'all taking notes.
Facts.
Bella, you look like you wanted to say something too.
You have to invest time and not just being in a stream. You have to invest time, which means you have to investigate. You have to ask
Mm.
questions. You have to ask the right questions, and
Mm.
that surface BS is not going to get it. That I think is where discernment starts.
Hmm.
You have to
Mm.
know the questions to ask. You can catch a vibe any day of the week, anytime. That's cool. But if you catch a vibe that is wrong for you, that raises some concerns for you, then what do you do?
Right.
And I think that's where a lot of people get stuck.
Mm,
And are you even paying attention to know that you feel off in that space? Right? That's a huge piece of it too. It goes back to what Dangerous said, the quality that he needs is alignment, right? The characteristic that he
Mhm.
needs, that alignment. Because are you in a space where you know yourself that you know why your body's reacting funny because you recognize this feeling and it doesn't feel good. You realize this
Mhm.
energy and it's not something that you enjoy. So, right, there's that discernment in that as well. Um, yeah, yeah, you guys are on the money. If you guys are just tuning in, this is Modern Day Bay. My name is Elle The Drug, and we are here tonight with the new Dangerous. We are here with Belladonna. We are here with Top Badge Double, and we're talking about the illusion of choice, the illusion of connection, the illusion of the internet, if you will. We getting into it tonight. What's really interesting about this conversation with us four is we're all streamers, right? We all do the streaming thing. We have different experience and interact with a lot of people on a regular basis. And one of the things that I kind of want to go over, because I know a lot of the viewers are also streamers, one of the things that I really want to kind of get into is how do we navigate the balance between the excitement of endless options and the need for grounded local connection. And this doesn't have to be limited to romantic spaces, because when I think of online, like, I have people that I connect with regularly online. I have people that I have relationships with from online, right? At the same time, I still need to be able to maintain real, grounded connection. So I guess I'm asking, how do you all do that? How do you recommend you do that? How do you plan to do that better? What do you all think?
Um, the more time you spend with yourself, the more you realize that a lot of people around you are like really in the way, right? A lot of space is taken up. A lot of people are there for the connections or whatever it may be, but a lot of connections are surface level, right? So they don't even like really. necessarily even like matter. All right, not to sound too rude tonight, but it's the truth. But stuff like that. So when you actually get off the app and you go, touch grass, as some people say, right? You realize like, okay, there's fresh air, right? There's my cousins, there's my mom, there's somebody I haven't seen in a long time because I've been watching or on stream, right? Like stuff like that. Like a real life hug makes you like remember, like, okay, I've been spending too much time, like, you know what I mean? Like go to the movies, to the park, anything, right? It makes you feel alive again. So you gotta have that balance.
Mm.
I hope I answered that right. I think I answered that right. Yeah, balance is everything. Yes.
Definitely. When I came to this app, and even in previous experience with streaming, I came with a crew already. Like I already have people in my life that I can touch base with, that I can, you know, go to, talk to, relate to. I would never, and I'm gonna use that strong, I would never use someone from this app that I have not had physical face-to-face interaction with as one of my internal inner circle folk.
Mm.
That's not ever going to happen, because if you have not been through fire with me, there's a certain level you are not going to achieve with me.
Mm.
I came here like that. This app or the next, none of that is ever going to change.
Mm.
And if you don't have that in your life now, you need to get it.
100%.
That means you got to spend time with real people in real space, face to face, having more than surface level conversations.
100%.
Mm.
If we didn't share any blood, sweat, or tears, I'm not vouching for anybody anymore. I promise you that
Mm.
for sure.
Listen, my crew know where bodies are buried. Okay.
Yeah, man.
Allegedly.
For me, like I'm generally speaking, like pretty self-contained, right? And so what I mean, like I've got a few people who actually know me for real, right? Like know me for real, right? And none of them are people that are online, right? Like that, and it's not, and that's not that's not like a slight towards towards those connections. I just think they're different connections that serve a different purpose, right? There is a portion of the internet experience that is escapism, right? Like you
Mm,
come to this place to get away from the things that whatever you're trying to get away from, right? Or whatever you're trying to get to when you are here.
Yeah.
And so I don't necessarily, what I mean, I wouldn't open like the trap door of the internet and drop the most vulnerable parts of me into a hole I can't see the bottom of, right? Like there's
mm,
just a like that. To me that feels supremely risky, and I just don't think it's worth the risk, knowing what I know about how these spaces can function, right?
Yeah.
I love the idea or the notion of coming with people. Like I didn't come here with people, right? I came here and met some folks, and there's a transient nature to this anyway, right? So why, like some of these folks, there's people in this room right now who not gonna be on here in 6 months,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like, what I
mm,
mean? Like, so like there's a universe where it's hard to say definitively that the relationship you build here is sustainable in a way a real life relationship can be, right?
Mm.
And so I think I would I think for me, like I prioritize building meaningful relationships that are confined by the space that it's in, you know what I mean? So,
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. You guys, y'all be on it. I think what I mean, if you know me, you know what my answer is: boundaries, right? Like it's got to be boundaries. It's
mhm,
got to be, it's got to be. And I
mhm.
know that that's like kind of a blanket answer, but I can elaborate a little bit. The boundaries, honestly, I always say they're for yourself, right? So, you know, maybe we don't answer messages on social media after a certain time, right? Maybe we don't stream from certain areas in our home to create a more intimate setting, right? Like I don't ever stream from my bedroom. Y'all will not see my bedroom.
Ever.
What?
You
That's
hear me?
my bedroom. Like what? Never. So like
That part.
creating those things. Like Bella said, you got to go through some stuff with me. This ain't no, you know what I'm saying? And one of the things that's super, super easy that I would encourage you all to do is think about beyond what beyond a surface level conversation looks like. I know that sounds so simple. I know that is so simplistic, but so many of us get caught up in autopilot in the everyday grind and the how are you? I'm good. Even what'd you eat today? Like enough people ask that like it's kind of routine now, right? So like
100%.
how do
100%.
we genuinely connect with people on a daily basis? Are you listening? Actively listening, as Devil says, listening to comprehend when you ask someone how they're doing. Can you pick out the times when they're not showing up how they normally would? Right? Like that's how you build and foster those genuine connections and how you maintain them on a daily, on a regular is what I was going to say, a daily and regular basis. So that's kind of my 2 cents on that. But we are Ooh, we're actually right on time. This doesn't happen all the time. Check us out. Okay, I see y'all. I'm gonna let the Boss Bay panelists go ahead and do their outros, share whatever you'd like to with the people. And thank y'all for being here as always. You guys are amazing.
To you.
Well, I am Belladonna. Check me out well, actually, we won't be doing Poly Talk this week because of the holiday, of course. But check me out in Donna After Dark Fridays, 11 p.m. Eastern Time, and co-hosting Pen Flow Sundays, 9 p.m. Eastern. I'll let you go.
Thank you, Bella.
Another amazing episode, Dangerous. My God, you know the vibes.
Indeed.
Big double, not the little one. I got a whole bunch of shows. I'm on break right now, but I will be back next month. My key to everybody is do not forget that you always need to work on yourself. It's never, ever, ever supposed to end. So keep doing that always in every aspect that you possibly can. And if you want to build the creative play with me, ladies, we can work it out together.
I don't know how he works that in. Like every single outro, he finds a way to say something we said in the show and like make it like a I don't know what he does, but
Broadcasting talent is what we call it.
he
Yeah.
it's the creativity. You've got to appreciate it. All right, shout out to Double. All right, y'all. Let's get into Elle Said It. This is the portion of the show where I give you all my breakdown on tonight's topic and my final thoughts and key takeaways from tonight's conversation. So, when it comes to the digital illusion of choice, here is the truth. The internet has made us believe that everything, including love, is limitless. But real relationships start do not start on a screen. They happen in real rooms with real people who have real flaws and real needs. All right? We've started to confuse visibility with vulnerability, attention with effort, and access with intention. I'm going to say that again because y'all need to hear that again. We've started to confuse visibility with vulnerability, attention with effort, and access with intention. Just because someone is liking your posts, commenting on your stories, or sliding in to your DMs, it does not mean they're actually present in your life or have the capacity to be. So tonight, I want you to ask yourself, who is truly showing up for you? Who is present, not just visible? Who is real, not just reachable? Because the fantasy might look good on your phone, but the love that's meant for you will feel good in your spirit. It will honor your worth, show up consistently, and never make you shrink to be chosen. Remember, you deserve connection that is authentic, grounded, and nourishing. And the best way to foster that is to live as such yourself. And that's on Elle Said It. All right, you guys, this week's affirmation is I embrace love that is present, real, and aligned with my worth. I trust that what is meant for me will show up in substance, not just in sight. All right.
Ashe.
Whew. We like that one. I know I might have to do that one. I have to read that one and post that one on the internet, y'all. That was that. We did that one. Okay. I'm not gonna lie. All right, y'all. DJ Rich Beats is getting ready to come back up here and close out the show. But before we do that, this was an amazing episode. The New Dangerous. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the topic suggestion. That was an amazing topic. I'm so glad we got to get into it. Please share anything, last thoughts, anything you want to share with the Modern Day Bay community before you box down. And I want to personally let you know right now, you are welcome back to Modern Day Bay anytime you'd like. Okay.
Well, that is both flattery and flat. I'm like overwhelmed. I needed this today, so this is like perfect timing, just for my spirit personally. But yeah, man, catch me when you can. Tuesdays, Thursdays, Sundays, or you are more likely to catch me. I will say sort of this in closing, just about the subject. Generally, there are lies we're told, and then there are lies we tell ourselves, and what we choose to believe absolutely defines what our relationships become. So make sure you understand the
Mm,
difference, right? This has been awesome. I am grateful to you, Elle, for having me here. Shout out to my panelists who made the conversation even better, right? It's always good hearing from different perspectives and platforms. What you are doing with this show is significant. And these are the conversations that this app and all of the other platforms absolutely need. So keep going, and I appreciate you, Mama. Thank you.
thank you. Thank you so much. Y'all make sure y'all give it up for the New Dangerous. Make sure y'all fave him, okay? And pull up on him. He told y'all when Tuesdays and Thursdays. Stop playing with that man. All right? Play where it's safe. All right? Play where it's safe. Stop playing. All right, y'all. That is a wrap. That was such a good show. I'm so into it. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. Look at my brother waiting to get into the Lord. This man. What is you doing? Well, he acting like he don't know the rules, y'all. Oh my goodness. All right, y'all. Thank you for joining us tonight for Modern Day Bay. I want to give a special shout out to tonight's featured co-host, the New Dangerous. Make sure that y'all fave him if you didn't while he was in the box. Shout out to you. Thank you to this week's Boss Bay panelists. That'd be Big Double and, of course, Belladonna. I appreciate you both so much for being here. Thank you. Thank you to the Modern Day Bay production team. That'd be Casper, Barry, King Lido, my DJ and music sponsor, DJ Rich Beats, and, of course, our videographer and media sponsor, Tawag CEO. I will meet y'all back right here next week. But we will be doing things a different way. But you have to tune in next week to see which way. Until then, my name is ELLE The Druggg. And remember, luxury lives in you. Good night.
MDB, and that's the queen for me. And if we all up in the queen, it's about 11 p.m. Eastern time, where you find a whole lot of rim dimes on my ass. Fuck the L and sit back, you're different with 30 rap. Modern day bay is like that. Boss babe, turn the way you at. Your boy needs some advice with a little bit of laugh.
You know the
Speak
vibe.
the truth, it don't be like no cap.
Everyone.
Every Tuesday, I'll be waiting on that feature. Bright purple ribbon cooking in it every feature.
Ella Druggg,
Speak the truth, it don't be like no cap. Ella Druggg, speak the truth, it don't be like no cap. Ella Druggg, speak the truth, it don't be like no cap. Ella Druggg, speak the truth, it don't be like no cap.
What's up? It's your girl, ELLE The Druggg. And when I'm not busy being a modern day bay, I am locked in with my favorite DJ Rich Beats. Put some respect on it. Shout out to North Carolina in the building. I see you, Key. Thank you.
Ella Druggg, speak the truth, it don't be like no cap. Ella Druggg, speak the truth, it don't be like no cap. Ella Druggg, speak the truth, it don't be like no cap.
Thank you,
Ella Druggg,
Princess.
speak the truth, it don't be like no cap.
Dangerous, thank you. I've never seen that. That's cute. Thank you. All right, you guys, we're going to do the after party on Tagged. If you are tuning in from Twitch or from YouTube, you can pop over on Tagged. We'll be live for a little bit. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next week.